Hey, hi everybody. The doctor is in. 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 And welcome. This is the Dr. Sprocket Show, Section 8. And if you've ever ate a section before, I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. And probably a lot better than I do. But anyway, that begs the question, what? Meaning that there were like 7 previous installments of this. And yeah, the viewership in that was just incredible. And I want to thank both of you people out there for watching. Now, getting right down to business, we're going to start out the show with some show and tell here. First thing is, a friend of mine, Divarado or Bill Camerata, he's a record collector, vinyl records. And he had a thing about his most unusual records. Well, I got 3 of them here that I think classify as unusual. The first one here is Music from the Body. And this is by Roger Waters and Ron Geeson. It's music that was made for a movie. You'd never know by listening to it, though. We could feature some of this on here at some time. The one thing on this that people don't know about is that the last, very last song on here, Give Birth to a Smile, which was written by Roger Waters, is actually performed by the whole band Pink Floyd, without credit on the record. That's a neat thing. Second of all, on unusual, I don't know how much more unusual you can get to this. This is... well, this is upside down. Here we go. Let's show you. From here, this is the original plastic cover. Yes, folks, it is a picture disc of the very first Cyndi Lauper album, She's So Unusual. And yeah, it plays. Neat, huh? Still in the original plastic with the sticker. Very nice. Unusual, probably not as far as music goes. Probably everybody that has a copy of Peter Frampton Comes Alive has a copy of that. But here, this is something that I don't think anybody's got a copy of, and I'm hoping that I'm right. This here is an EP, and it's at 33 1/3 on Mercury Records, and it's by British poet Paul Roche. And it's called Death at Fun City. Well, excerpts from it. This is probably one of the most depressing collections of poetry I have ever heard. But that's what makes it so unusual, is that nobody else has got a pressing of this that I know of. Very good. Next, unusual. Let's get into unusual. Well, wait a minute. This isn't today's paper. This is the Cleveland Press from Monday, July 17th, 1967. Indians nudging new low. That's news? They've been doing that for the last century. Anyway. Ah, yes. When I want good, reliable information from mainstream media, I always read The Small Sweet Gerbil. Oh, look. Indians sign Swisher. Sweet. Well, you know what? Yeah, that's the first big free agent they came across in quite a while. Maybe a decade or so. Now, that being said, they had to make room for Swisher on the team. So, we said goodbye to Shin Soo Choo. A right fielder. Yeah. Anyway, I'm kind of glad that he's gone. not that he was a bad guy or a bad player, but he had some problems here. He had a DUI and so on. He ain't never been the same since. Yet, the thing that bothered me most about him was whenever he was up to bat and he'd get an 0-2 count. Invariably, the announcer would say, "Well, he's got you down in the hole." There's something just not right about that. You know, anyway, he's in Cincinnati, and they can hear that all they want now. He said, just keep the camera running, and you can chop it up and get the dead air out. They wouldn't even have a show, just have the intro and the end. Okay. The reason I haven't been doing many Sprocket shows lately, just little shorts, you know, is because I've been working with my group, Acoustic Art Form. We've been performing 2-3 times a month here, and having just a wonderful time getting out there and making things happen. One thing I'd like to do is tell you that that has been taking up so much of my time. That and been going through a lot of changes around here lately. Changes such as who is Drummond America? Don't! And so it goes. What an ugly... Oh, hey, hi! Hey, everybody. Welcome back again, once again, to the Dr. Sprocket Show. Like I said, we're here for the first time in about a year. And one of the things I'd like to go over with everyone is that all you forks and spoons out there that are, have supported me in the past, I want to send out a big thank you. And this is just, you know, like the geometrist said, no parabola. But one of the things I want to pass along is the fact that hey, cut that out. You. Anyway, I'd like to pass along the fact that a lot of people have been accusing me of being just plain stupid. Hey, I don't have a problem with that. But when they say, "Oh, don't listen to him, he's just bisexual cross-dressing atheist," you know? So I've told you many times, I'm not an atheist. No, I'm an agnostic. That means you give me some proof, and I believe it. Right now, the only thing that fits the definition of God to me as being omnipresent, I mean, meaning everywhere at once, all-powerful, all-knowing, and all that stuff, is the universe itself. So, if you want to, the more we find out about the universe, the closer we are to God. I'll go along with that. Hey, hi everybody, once again, it's the doctor here. And I'd like to take some calls right now. Anybody interested in calling? Oh, the phone. Hello. No, this is not Sears. No, you're the sucker. Yeah. Anyway. The last segment of this show is going to deal with movies. I would like to make a statement about the motion picture industry. That I do believe seriously it is a manipulated media. lot of it has to do with preparing your audience for a mindset. Now, in doing so, what they're trying to do is desensitize the masses so that big catastrophes are not so bad, or at least they're acceptable. So that's why we have such an overabundance of apocalyptic films these days. You didn't see them, 30 years ago. Just here and there, a couple things that looked like it, but weren't. The one thing about those movies is, like I said, they're becoming more and more frequent. Now, a lot of them actually have to do with, like, alien invasions, or zombie apocalypses, or vampire apocalypses. Which is another thing. There's a glut of vampire and zombie films out there as well. And the alien films have taken a decidedly dark turn. We don't get no ETs these days. You get a lot of hostiles. Anyway, my suggestion here is, if they really, really want to desensitize us entirely, what you got to do is put out the ultimate film. Right? Yeah. An alien vampire zombie apocalypse film. Just imagine the implications. I can't. Other than that, and showing the same respect, it's still okay to think I'm a jerk. So do I.
We're awesome. Zombie song. Zombie apocalypse. Worst case scenario, there might be a little rioting. After the national disaster, get 50-gallon jugs of water. Oh, shotgun your shells. Oh, hi. Looking out my window on the cold wet street. Looking out my window at the cold dead free. Oh, zombies are back again. Could be you, my friend. Prepare for the zombie apocalypse. Thank you. We're the Brothers Herb. Thank you. Keep the guard for him, everybody. Brothers.